Hello. In day 11 we are going to learn the wind load analysis. Till now we apply the horizontal loads. Those are dead load and then imposed or live load. But in case of wind load, these wind loads act horizontally. That may be x or minus x direction, z and then minus z direction. The direction in which wind load apply, that will be the windward pressure, and it flows to the opposite direction, that will be the leeward pressure. And then the wind intensity may be static or dynamic. Static is nothing but the same intensity is going to apply over the building from lower story to the higher story. Dynamic means is going to change from the lower to the higher. Before going to apply the wind load analysis or wind load over the building, we should know the formula. So we take the help of the IS code, that is here I am just show you. We are using IS 875 part 3, part 1, part 2 for the dead load and then live load, and then part 3 is for wind load analysis. As I told you, wind pressure is a horizontal forces. In order to calculate the design wind speed at any particular height, we use this formula, that is Vz is equal to Vb K1 K2 into K3 into K4, that is in the meter per second. Here Vb is the basic wind speed of that particular location where our exact project location is. The next K1 is the probability factor, that is nothing but risk coefficient. By using all this table, we are going to take the value of K2, K3, K4. K2 is the terrain roughness or height factor. K3 is the topography factor. K4 is the importance factor. Like this, you just go through the factors in the IS code. Basic wind speed Vb is equal to, we got that from the code, the value is 39. This is because of, here you can just open the IS code. Here you can see the India map. So depending on the location of the project, and then just identify the color in which location the project is, and then get the value 39. I am just going with Pune. The value is 39 meter per second. So I got Vb. The next K1 value for the particular wind speed, that is 39, and the value is 1, or it may be 0.94 or it may be 1.05. Before that we have to select the general building, what type of building it is and what is the lifespan. So normally for the RCC building we assume that 50 year lifespan. If you go with this category, and then for 39 wind speed, the K1 value is 1. Next, again K1 is a risk coefficient, I got it already. K2 is the terrain height. So depending on the height of the building, you can just consider the value. And then K3 means topography factor. You can get that from the particular table. K3 shall be taken as 1 as per the condition. I get the value of Vz, that is 41.73. Then the main formula to calculate the wind pressure is Tz is equal to 0.6 Vz square. So you just double it and multiply by 0.6. Around we get 1.06. You have to divide it by 1000 to convert this into kilometer. The same value I am putting in the STAD now. For that I am opening the STAD Pro. In the last session already we had done with G+10 project. Here you can see the geometry. In the general we assign the material for the beam separately. We applied it, and for column we applied it separately, and then support is fixed support. Under the load cases we apply the dead load. I am just deleting the unwanted loads, or else if you want to keep, so here I just apply the wall load. And then live load, we applied it a live load, that is minus 3 kilonewton. And then I just delete this combination load because now I am going to add the wind pressure. For that I am just deleting it. Next, when the building is higher than 5 stories, normally we have to design for that building against the wind pressure. By using all these IS code parameters and formula, you can get to know how much intensity you have to apply over the building. Then next, in order to apply that wind pressure, we have to define that we are going to apply the wind speed. Till now for the dead load and live load we not yet use this definition. For the wind and then seismic normally we have to define it first. So for that I am just clicking on the wind definition option and then add the type number 1 and then wind number 1, add and close. So once you define, again I am going to add and then the intensity we have to put. Before that you have to go with the custom options, and then here we have the calculate as per ASCE. This is the American code. The factors we already got from the IS code, because by default we don't have IS code here. So if you want to go ahead with the American code, then you can go and then check the parameters. But by referring Indian code, I just found the intensity, that is 1.0. That will be the intensity we are going to apply, that is 1.06 or 1.0, whatever it may be. The next height of the building is, by using the node cursor, just double click over the topmost corner, any corner, just to know the height of the building is 30 meter. So you can put the same height, that is 30, and then add it. After that you will get the exposure. It is asking the exposure is nothing but is the whole building is going to expose for the wind or any part of the building is going to expose. We just assume that 80% of the building is going to assume. For that I just put 0.8 and then add and close. So here you have a question mark, means we have to assign it to the view, assign and then yes. Once you apply the intensity, we have to apply that in the horizontal direction. As I explained you, we have to apply this wind intensity in the X, minus X, Z and minus Z direction. After this you come to the load case details and click on the add option, and then here we have to select the wind category. I am just going to add X direction, click on the add, minus X, add, Z, add, minus Z, add. So like this way I just added 4 direction here, X minus X, Z minus Z. Again you click on the X and then add, and then here you have to select the category of the load, that is wind load, and then it is positive X, means make sure you have the positive value, and then X windward face. I told you what is mean by windward and then leeward. And then we have to give the minimum height of the building and then maximum height of the building. By using the node cursor you get to know that minimum height is 3, maximum height is 30. That you can keep in the Y direction like this and then add and close. So once you click and confirm whether it is applied in the particular direction or not, same way I am just clicking on minus X and then wind X. Just keep the X windward face. For minus 1 I have to make the factor as minus 1. Height will be the same, that is 3 and 30. If you want to apply the dynamic wind intensity, as I told you, it is going to vary for the each stories or any particular zone. Then you just keep that particular height of the building here. You can limit, add and close. So this is the minus X direction. Scrolling down, click on the Z direction. Wind load, just switch it into Z windward faces. For positive it should be positive, and then minimum height is 3, maximum height is 30. Add and close. Same way for the minus Z wind, Z windward face, minus 1 value, minimum height of the building, maximum height of the building. If it is open structure like tower and then steel truss, then you have to click over the open structure. As it is a closed structure, so that's why I don't want to click over the open structure option. Add and close. This is how you can confirm and then apply in all the 4 directions. Once you done this, totally I applied wind load, dead load and then live load. For these 3 types of the loads we have to combine it, that is load combination. The factor is 0.9. You can go and then check in the code. For that I am just clicking on the load case details and add, Define combination. When we know the combination, then you can go ahead with the defined combination. If you want to go ahead with the auto load combination, means when you don't know, you just select the particular IS code here, Indian code, and then you click on the generate code. Whatever the possibilities are there, totally we have three factors, that is 1.5, 0.9 and 1.2. So you get all the factors here, but I don't want to apply all the factors. Again, I just want to remove it, discard it, then click on the define combination. Next, we have to apply all the loads and I am going to add it manually, that is 0.9, 0.9, 0.9, like this, and add and close. So we'll get the combination, that is 0.9 into load 1 is nothing but dead load, 0.9 into load case 2, like that way. So once you're done with all the stuff, go to the STAAD editor and then confirm the density of the concrete is 25 or not. It is 25. Close that. Analysis and print all, add, close, analyze, run analyze, and then save. Make sure you should have a 0 errors, and then you click on the view output file to get the theoretical result. Click on go to post processing mode to get the graphical result, and then done. For all the load type, I want to see the result. Just select all the things and apply OK. I want to check the animation. Definitely we may get the deflection because the load is more. Click on the deflection and apply OK. So this is how the structure is deflecting. As I already told you, increase the cross sections and then bars and then grade, because not yet be done with the design. This is how you can apply the wind load. In the next video we learn the other commands. Thank you.